Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the capital of Greece, the city of Athens, for tonight's Basketball Champions League fixture between AEK and Falco Szombathely of Hungary. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it proves to be a very big game. Of course, these two teams really need to come out of here with a victory. Remember, it was AEK who won a very impressive game as they played against FIBA Basketball at home in their last game, which was currently before the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. Well, FIBA, they'll be taking on Treviso. The Italians are top of the group here in Group D, but right now, AEK, the champions of 2018, they must save their season. Well, they'll be flying with confidence, of course, at the end of their last game against FIBA. Again, if you look about the head-to-head, I mean, when they played against Falco Szombathely, it was the opening game of the Basketball Champions League for them. And it was a reminder that this league, nothing is set in stone, of course. Well, there you can see the group, of course. Falco Szombathely currently here in second place with a 3-1 record, just behind Treviso. Well, if I can win tonight and if FIBA lose, I can possibly move up to third place. But again, it's going to be very, very tough to see how this one ends up and how these two teams finish off here tonight in the Basketball Champions League. Well, if we look at some of the key players, of course, for Falco Szombathely and for AEK, of course, I mean, the one player for AEK you have to look out for is Kino Colomb, the World Cup champion of 2019. I mean, he has been their best player so far here in the Basketball Champions League. He's averaging 14 points per game, just over 3 rebounds and 6 assists per game for Kino Colomb. Well, Nikos Papas as well, one of their top scorers, along with Brian Angola. Altogether combined, they're averaging 25 points per game here in the Basketball Champions League. Let's take a look now at Falco Szombathely. Well, Zoltan Pearl and Goleman, they're joint top scorers along with Benke. Well, Benke is averaging 13.7 points per game, while Zoltan Pearl is their top scorer with 16.3 points per game in the 4 games they played so far here in the Basketball Champions League. Marvin Clark, they're American. Again, having a very interesting season to say the least. The leading rebounder is Akos Keller. Remember, many of these players do feature for the Hungarian national team that we saw in the FIBA Eurobasket qualifiers, now coming up in the 2019 Basketball World Cup qualifiers. Well, for AEK, as we mentioned, Nikos Papas is having a good season so far, just averaging 12.8 points per game. Well, Kino Colomb is leading them in the backcourt. I mean, he had a phenomenal game against FIBA, which many have said is the comeback game, of course, for AEK. Well, Brian Angola, in 3 games he's played, 13 points per game. And it's live, and we're here in the center of Athens for the Basketball Champions League.
Παρουσίαση των δύο ομάδων για την ομάδα της Falco. Number 6, Akos Keller. Number 9, Zoltan Pearl. 10, Benke Parati. 11, Silan Benke. 13.
Well, Akos Keller, of course, is going to have to do a big job on the reboundings here tonight for Falco Szombathely. It's going to be a very, very tough matchup. I mean, AEK are a very, very physical team and a very experienced team for that matter. Well, Shimoli there, of course, played his youth basketball in Spain before signing professionally for Falco Szombathely. So a heavy prospect for the future of Hungarian basketball, let alone Falco Szombathely. Well, one of the existing players that played for AEK back in 2018 when they were the champions of the Basketball Champions League was that man, as his back is to us, Dimitris Mavridis. Again, as we mentioned, some of the top players for this AEK team, nobody coming back, of course, from that 2018 championship team. Well, as we mentioned, Brian Angola, along with Nikos Papas, Ian Hummer, and Kino Colomb are now their top scorers. Well, Coach Dennis knows that it's a big opportunity for him. Very, very big opportunity now for his coaching career after having a very good season last season, with Hapoel Holon in the Israeli Winter League and almost getting them to a Final Four of the Basketball Champions League. Well, the AEK fans now, the queen, the double-headed eagle, Dikefalos, coming in fine voice. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will now pay homage, of course, now for the minute of silence for the passing of Stefan Jelovats. Now they will officially retire the jersey of Stefan Jelovats. Remember, it's a very sad moment for international basketball, the passing of a very fine young basketball player and a very fabulous human being. The jersey number 13, now retired here. Stefan Jelovats, a fabulous human being and a wonderful basketball player. Rest in peace, gone will never ever be forgotten. As the AEK fans will forever retire number 13. His jersey will always hang high here. His spirit, we send our condolences. Basketball fans all over the world now watching here. A man who played in many leagues over the world, as well as playing in Japan last year, along with the Serbian national team. A man whose personality, of course, met many people, and many people loved him. As we mentioned, number 13 will forever watch over this arena. His jersey is now retired. Stefan Jelovats, he meant a lot to all of us. Rest in peace, my friend. We'll now get to look at the starting lineups for this game tonight. We'll also introduce our officials for tonight's game. Here is AEK. We'll be taking on Falco Szombathely. Our officials tonight are coming from France, Slovenia, and Ukraine. Well, our officials from Ukraine, we have Sergei Zashchuk. From Slovenia, we have Boris Krajic. And for France, we have the infamous Johan Rosso. We're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball, and they've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in Athens for the Basketball Champions League. Well, the starting lineup for the visitors, well, Benedict Varady, of course, of the national team, along with Akos Keller, Georgi Goloman, Tsila Benke, and Adam Shimoli. Shimoji, of course, as we mentioned, a product playing his youth basketball in Spain, only coming over and just reaching his professional career. Volkanikov Milos, now the head coach of Szombathely. Falco Szombathely, excuse me. Of course, it's going to be a very exciting matchup with these two teams. Now, if you look at the starting lineup here for AEK, Eric Griffin, he'll be partnered down low along with Ian Hummer. While Valet, along with Brian Angola and Kino Kolom, will make up the backcourt. And it's live here, and it is the Basketball Champions League. It's amazing, the tradition of the basketball here in this part of Greece. I Kitrini Mavro, the yellow and blacks as they're called, the famous Dikephalos, the double-headed eagle, I Vasilisa, the queen, and right now they must win here tonight at home against Falco Szombathely. As you mentioned, Ike, it's a win tonight and their season could possibly still be alive, depending, of course, how VF Riga they go up against Nutribilic Treviso. Well, Stefanos Dedas, as we mentioned, he held the realm as head coach of Apoel Holon last season in the Israeli Winter League and in the Basketball Champions League, and almost took the Israelis to a Final Four. Well, Coach Milos now knows that he has a fantastic opportunity with his team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere as we are set for tip. We're moments away now, and what is going to be a very exciting matchup here in the Basketball Champions League. Well, the minute silence now will continue here before tip-off again for the retirement jersey of number 13, Stevan Jelovec. A minute of silence. As we mentioned now, Stevan Jelovec, number 13, his jersey will forever look down on this basketball court. Gone but never forgotten. Rest in peace, Stevan Jelovec. And right now, we are set for tip here as Ike are going to host Falco Szombathely here in the Basketball Champions League. Don't go anywhere as we're set for tip. Kino Colom now will try to get things going early on here for Ike and just try to get him into that motion very early on. Gets it under the basket, now has to kick this one out. He'll go down low now, goes in with a sweet little hook shot, can't get it. And Zakos Keller comes over the rebound. Coming off one screen now, and this is where Falco Szombathely need to be a lot quicker getting into their sets. They go down low with it. Comes off the foot of the defenders. It will be a fresh 14 on the shot clock now for Falco Szombathely. I try to go down low to the big fella. It's Goldman, turns it over. And now here comes Kino Colom in transition, gives this one. Oh my goodness gracious! A little bit of showtime in transition. Well, look at this pass by Kino Colom and a simple little throwdown there. And that is showtime, Ike basketball. Well, here comes a pick and roll sequence, and now trying to get a handoff here with the young player. Puts up a tough one, doesn't get it, no foul called. Well, Adam Shamai there tried to. It's Brian Angola with a pump fake. He comes off one screen. Kicks this one out now. Griffin tries a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. The big fella. Rebound coming from Zakos Keller. And now the transition play. What a pass. Can't keep it alive under the basket. Kicks this one out. Tries a three-pointer. Nails it. Otsila Benke. Again, I got to talk about the pass there. Both of these two teams trying to push the tempo here early on. Brian Angola now. This is one player that Ike will try to get going from the perimeter as much as possible. Gives this one up. Angola now trying to throw the ball down low. Well, they throw this one down to Griffin. Well, Griffin's got a few seconds, got to go to work. Sorry. Doesn't get it. And Griffin has had two good looks there from downtown, but hasn't been able to capitalize. Well, left wide open, takes a three-pointer. And what has happened to the Ike defense is Benedict Verratti. He now nails a three-pointer. And that's 2 back-to-back triples now for Falco Szombathely. Again, Ike, very unlike them to leave somebody wide open from the perimeter. Now Angola tries to penetrate. Angola puts up a circus shot. He can't get it. Well, Hummer for 3, and Hummer nails it. Well, Hummer again, just trying to show to the Falco Szombathely defense, anything you can do, I can do as well. As now to the Benke, he draws a foul on Brian Angola. Well, there's a kick out now. Goes down the lane and a sweet little one-handed jam. Well, tough move going to the basket. Well, Georgie Gulliman with a throwdown. Where was the help side defense from the Ike defenders? Well, now Falco Szombathely can push one more time. Well, Solomon now playing with a lot of confidence, gives this one out. Well, Silabenki now looking to get things going. Comes off one screen. Now he had the roll there, didn't give it up, but he kisses that one off the glass. And right now, the team from Szombathely, beautiful city in Hungary, making things happen early on here in Athens at the moment. Trying to go down low. The big fella seals it off, and he makes that one. And that's much better now. Well, Valet there, you can see, just made a very good seal off and just went to the basket. In the lane now, another kick out. Zakos Keller tries a three-pointer. Well, the big fella doesn't get it. Well, Eric secures the rebound and draws a foul on number 14, Georgie Gulliman. Like now trying to get things going as Valet's going to go pick and roll here with Kino Colum. Well, Kino down low finds a pass. Well, he had a wide open look, turns it over, and now Falco Szombathely in transition. Bit of contact off the backboard, and right now Ice transition defense has been called into question. Well, top scorer Zoltan Pell. Tough play there off the backboard. Kino Colum now going all the way, turns it over. Benedek Verratti comes up with it now. Zoltan Pell, they got numbers, the 3-on-1 transition. Oh, gets rejected with the follow-up. And again, no Ike players hustling back on defense. As Zakos Keller with a follow-up. Well, 7-point lead now early on here to Falco Szombathely. Brian Angola left wide open. Hits the front iron, doesn't get it. Oh, it's a sloppy play there, but they keep it alive. And they're going to try to push the tempo of Benke. Benke pulls up for 3. Well, turns up the AC. Excuse me. Turned on the AC as the temperature just dropped with that air ball. And now will be an Ike ball on the baseline. 4:52 to go here in the first quarter. Well, Ike now, again, you can see just struggling to get things going on offense at the moment. Very sloppy passage of play. And again, just right now, not depending on each other. Kino Colum now gives this one up. Angola, quick catch and shoot from the perimeter. Brian Angola can't get it. Zakos Keller secures a rebound. Verratti now. Keller goes handoff here, but almost under 10 on the shot clock. Makes the penetration, finds Zakos Keller. I think he tried to pass that, but almost scored it on the shot. And now Ike pushes one again with Kino Colum. Well, Brian Angola is taking a few tonight, and again, he still struggles from downtown. Well, you can see Falco Szombathely just trying to go to as much pick and roll as possible down underneath the basket, makes a pump fake, gets rejected. Well, Brian Angola said, "Not in my house." Well, thinks he's got it, and Angola with a rejection. That's a double rejection, actually, as Demetrius Flionis there, you can see, also came up with a second block. Well, now Brian Angola will go to the bench to take a breather. And left under the basket. It's too easy right now. It's Falco Szombathely. Move on the court as Boris Barach there. Again with a wide open layup, and Stefanos Dedas is infuriated with his team's defense. Again, you can understand right now, it's just very soft on defense, and Dedas very unhappy at the moment.
In this fucking club! Understand?
Well, if you look at the points right now, you can see Ike shooting 33% from within the rainbow. Falco Szombathely 5 for 10 from within the rainbow. Both these two teams trying to get as many three-point field goals as possible here in the first quarter, but it hasn't been going so far.
Okay, Flionis brings the ball, Kino comes out.
The double-headed eagle, known as Ike.
Pass the ball, okay. Here is Eric under the basket. Okay. Here is Nikos. We give left pick and roll. Separation. Eric here. Nikos is weak side. Okay.
Let's play defense, guys.
You see the emphasis on the timeout was to say we need to play defense much harder and much more aggressive. And I think what Stefanos Dedas wants from his players is a bit more enthusiasm, a bit more passion to give the fans something to feel proud about at the moment. Right now on the court, they've got Kino Kalam along with Dimitris Flionis, Eric Griffin, Ian Hama, and Nikos Pappas. So defensively, this team should be very well balanced. As we saw, Boris Barach now comes into the game here. Falco Szombathely, he got the last layup. Kino now coming off one screen, going down low. There's a kick out. That's much better now. Marvin Clark also checking into the game here for Falco Szombathely. If you think about their first season in the Basketball Champions League back in the 1920 year, just before the pandemic, again, there was a lot of potential. Well, Griffin, a bit of contact, goes up with a reverse layup, and no foul called. Eric Griffin going to work. Exactly what Stefanos Dedas wants his players to do, be more aggressive, going to the basket. Also the banking now, an ankle breaker. Pulls up for the mid-range, gets it. Again, a bit of a defensive mix-up there. Benke makes the best of that situation. Now, Kino Kalam is going to try and get things going here for the Ike offense. Kino kicks this one out. Wahama left wide open. This time he takes it. In and out, doesn't get it. And now Falco Szombathely are going to try and push this one. That's a good ball movement here with Akos Keller. Tries to get a much better defense as Kino Kalam comes up, and I think it's going to be a possession out to Ike. Well, Brian Angola now comes back into the game here for Kino Kalam. So Flionis and Angola will make up the backcourt. Well, there's a handoff now. Again, the movement for Ike needs to be a lot better off the basketball. Penetration down the middle, little teardrop off the backboard. Too strong, doesn't get it. Well, no foul call there. You gotta love the patience in the offense here by Falco Szombathely. Not trying to rush anything, trying to control the tempo of this game. Benke now with a penetration, has to kick this one out. Another dish off under the basket, finds Barach, doesn't get it. And now Brian Angola will try to push this one. Angola looking for the lob to Griffin. Now here comes the double team. Kicks this one out. There's a pump fake. Nobody going for the rebound, but he gets the one. Well, tough move. Nikos Pappas going to work. We gotta love this from Pappas. There's a pump fake. Couple of dribbles. Bit of contact there. Kisses that one off the glass. And he will go to the free throw line now here to make a three-point play and possibly cut this down to a 6-point ball game. Well, he makes a three-point play now, cuts it down to a 6-point ball game. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Well, like now, again, have been questioned and tested very early on here by Falco Szombathely. And remember, the Hungarians having a great season so far. There's a three-pointer, nails it from downtown. Well, the confidence right now as Benedikt Varadi. And we've seen him do that for the national team, as we saw many times. He's now 2 for 2 from the perimeter. We'll download to Griffin now. Griffin with a tough fadeaway off the backboard. Well, did Griffin call trapeza? Did he call the bank? I don't think so. And that is a tough, tough shot by Eric Griffin. I turn it over again, and now Brian Angola can push this one. Angola kicks out. Papas pump fakes, bit of contact. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, Papas almost scored that one. And the foul is on Benedikt Varadi. Well, look at this by Papas. I mean, it's a clever play to make the contact, but he almost scores this one. Well, there will be 2 free throws because I believe he was in the process of shooting. So Nikos Papas now at the free throw line here. Well, originally from Marousi, Greece, now the 31-year-old. Well, he started playing his basketball career in 2006 for Panathinaikos. Went to Spain actually and played briefly in the ACB. Well, back in 2012-13 playing for Panathinaikos. He missed the second free throw. Well, now we're under a minute to go here in the first quarter. It's Dimitrios Mavridis. Remember the championship team back in 2018 for Ike. Another three-pointer. Nails it! Well, it is a cookout right now as Benedikt Varadi has come ready to play. Well, Papas now is back to a 9-point ball game. Looking to go pick and roll here with Dimitrios Mavridis. Well, they go down low to the big fella. Well, there's a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Well, Angola can't secure the offensive rebound. And now Falco Szombathely will have the last shot of the first quarter here. Well, 23 seconds to go here. Well, they almost turned it over, and again, you gotta love that full court pressure here from the Ike defenders. So Falco Szombathely now needs to try and get the ball over the half court. Under the basket, goes out with a tough one, and right now it is too easy. And again, as Kovacs, I think they turned it over. Brian Angola. Well, this is incredible. Well, it turns it over one more time. Well, they're going to make another sub now as Griffin's going to head out of the game. Well, they have the ball in now. Get this one. I want to get the ball to Benedikt Varadi. I mean, he's got a hot hand right now. They turn it over. I think they're going to call a foul. Well, the foul is going to be called on Nikos Papas. And again, Ike did everything well defensively to force a turnover, but committed a foul. So now it's going to be all on the sideline. Well, they get the ball inbound, 3.9. Have to shoot it. There's the three. At the end of the first quarter, they don't make it. But Falco Szombathely lead this one by 11 points over Ike, the champions of 2018. Here in a must-win for the Kitrini Mavri, the Yellow and Blacks as they're known here in the city of Athens. Well, we'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter in this fixture of the Basketball Champions League. Well, Falco Szombathely, thanks to Benedikt Varadi, now 4 for 7 from the perimeter. Ike with only 1 3-point field goal. Well, the visitors have yet to get to the free throw line, but they are shooting 7 for 13 from within the rainbow. Let's take a look at the highlights now from the first quarter. Well, you thought it was going to be a transition night there. You can see Valette there go running in transition along with Kino Colom. Well, Kino Colom now, he hasn't really got himself going in this game like he did against Vef Riga. But if he could try to get the perimeter shooting going, it could be a very, very good night for Ike. But at the moment, they're being questioned. Benedict Verratti left wide open. He has 3 3-point field goals so far here in the first quarter. Again, the only 3-point shooter so far here for Ike. But look at the one-handed jam. That is too easy. Solomon just going to work. Throwdown time. Great defense here by Ike now to try to force a turnover. And Mavroidis comes over and he finds Brian Angola. Angola straight to the basket. No foul called. Mavroidis with a rebound. And the veteran player, the champion in 2018. Again, just making the hustle plays there on defense and trying to get out in transition as much as possible. He almost turned over again to kick it out. Well, can he hit his 4th 3-pointer of the night? In and out, doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds, and that will be Falco Szombathely ball. Well, there will be sideline ball now here to Falco Szombathely, and they lead this one by 9 points. I think the officials just want to check how much time was on the clock when the ball went out of bounds, but I think it's going to be on the shot clock, I believe. So they've reset the shot clock up to 14 now. And they come up with it now. Well, here comes the pick and roll, and again, a reaching foul is going to be called there against Flionis. Well, again, I just do so well on defense, but when the shot clock gets down, it's the second time now they've committed a very poor foul. It's allowed Falco Szombathely to have a fresh 14 on the shot clock for them. We get the ball inbound now to Baratz. Here comes a handoff. And again, he turned it over, and again, much better defense by Ike. Well, Zoltan Pell, the top scorer for Falco Szombathely, has to be much better in taking care of the basketball. Well, here comes the handoff now. Again, Nikos Papas. One play that Ike will probably want to get things going as much as possible. He tries to step back. Well, Nikos Papas, Evcharisto. Nikos Papas, Filomu, going to work. I mean, look at this. I mean, that is Stephen Curry-esque in an Ike jersey. You gotta love the step back there by Kyrios Papas. And there's the kick out now. Malvin Clark tries a 3-pointer. I think they're gonna call a flop there. I think a technical foul is going to be called against Dimitris Mavroidis. Well, Mavroidis, I believe, tried to take the charge there, but so technical foul is going to be called on Mavroidis. It's going to be one free throw now to Falco Szombathely, and they're going to get the ball back, I believe. Well, Mavroidis, a very experienced player, as we mentioned. Well, Georgi Goleman now comes back into the game here for Falco Szombathely. Well, Zoltan Pal, their top scorer, will take the technical foul free throw. Well, I messed up free throw again. I think the possession's actually going to go to Ike because when the technical was called, the shot was taken. And Ike did get possession of the basketball, I believe. Mavroidis now goes handoff here with Nikos Papas. Papas making a penetration. Looking for Mavroidis. There's the handoff. And now Mavroidis. Well, the basket will not count, but a foul is on the ground. It's a first team foul now here for Falco Szombathely. We gotta love the post footwork here by the veteran player. Well, he's such an experienced basketball player. I mean, any team here in Europe, especially in Greece, would love to have him on the roster. The experience that he brings, the mentorship he can bring to these young players as well. I think they're going to call a foul on the three-point shooter on Akos Keller. So, well, again, it's a silly foul to give away because Brian Angola has really struggled from the perimeter this evening. So Falco Szombathely could have their lead diminished now to 4 points, but Brian Angola will step up to the free throw line now. Well, Brian Angola, of course, the Colombian international. Very experienced basketball player as well. Started his career in 2018 in the G League with the Lakeland Magic. Well, last year was the champion with Irani Nesziana as they won the FIBA Euro Cup against BM Stal Arged Ostrovia Kopolski. He also has a bit of basketball Champions League experience. He played for Falua Stand as well. So, okay, you talk about another player to have in your backcourt. Brian Angola, definitely one of the better players to have. He was a PBL champion 2019 as well as the Finals MVP. Well, again, another turnover. Well, if he had made that shot, again, it's that man, Nikos Papas. In transition now, they don't get it. Tries a tip back. Again, the second shot, another turnover possibly. Well, this time Papas comes up with it. Papas all the way, hangs in the air, no foul called. Well, Nikos Papas, again, is taking some very acrobatic shots and not coming up with the luck he needs. A three-pointer for Falco Szombathely. And the rebound secured by Marvin Clark. And again, they want to slow this one down. They're trying to rush it too much here in transition. Zoltan Pro now the crossover down the middle. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, that would have been a top 5 play of the week in the Basketball Champions League. As Angola trying to attack the basket. Brian Angola, he'll go to the free throw line. Well, Zoltan Pal. Again, it was a beautiful move. But look at this for a steal here by Nikos Papas. Well, I don't think there's any foul there at all. I think it's a great decision by the official to let play continue. Well, timeout's going to be called now as these two teams want to talk it over. You can just hear the Ike fans now starting to get into this game.
Like way what you must react when you are in the problem. They start to fight. They will not react. They push us on 9 meters. 0 is
Look at
this
the stats right now. Of course, Ike just starting to pick themselves up at the moment.
Okay, go.
Only one free throw attempt so far here for Falco Szombathely. That was a technical free throw called against Dimitris Mavroidis.
On opposite side and free perimeter will stay. Okay, pass and stay immediately because of the trap when you come to drive. 4 men come on the line of the ball. Hey! Patient in offense, patient in offense. We need to roll it. First offense. Thump.
Well, you gotta love the occasion now. The young Ike fans here in Athens coming out and supporting their team. If there, you can see the banner to the far left there. 2018 Basketball Champions League winners. What was a historic win, defeating Monaco in the final. Well, Brian Angola now back to the free throw line here for 2 shots. And again, he's had a very tough evening so far this night. Trying to really get things going from downtown. Again, he's one of those players, such a versatile basketball player that, you know, can really get to the bucket and just make things happen. But at the moment, AEK really need a win tonight. They're going to need him to keep getting to the rack as much as possible. Zoltan Pearl now here on the ball for Falco Szombathely. There's a pick and roll play. Try to go to Akos Keller and went in with the Euro step. Couldn't get it. And now AEK with a possible chance to tie the game up if they can hit a three-pointer. Brian Angola now heavily guarded by Marvin Clark. Well, Angola from no man's land doesn't get it. Well, the big offensive rebound. Well, they can't secure it, and now Falco Szombathely. And Zoltan Pearl in transition. Down low to Akos Keller. Keller down the middle. Keller goes in with a sweet little finger roll, and he gets the and one. Well, Akos Keller, that was a beautiful move. Well, I need to see the reel. I mean, look at this by Akos Keller. Takes it down the middle, gets a spin out. Well, that is BEA beautiful basketball. Well, Keller now will try and make the three-point play, and he does just that. He puts him back up by 6 points here. And just over 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Well, Angola now gives this one back up. Well, Pappas tries another three-point, doesn't get it. Keller with a rebound, and now Falco Szombathely now can push this one. Much more patient build up here. Well, a crossover in the lane, bit of contact, draws a foul, and he'll now go to the free throw line here. We gotta love the way that Georgi Goloman just puts the ball on the floor and has no fear whatsoever, taking on his defenders off the dribble. Well, now Kino Colom's going to come back in the game, so Stefanos Dedes again wants to change it up a little bit, but Georgi Goloman, only 25 years of age. I mean, we're talking about a player here who played in the G League for the Westchester Knicks and played 2 seasons in Japan in the B League. Well, last season he was playing in Belgium, and no doubt he would have seen for Luostem, but again, it's great to have him here in the Basketball Champions League, but doesn't make. Second free throw. Well, Angola now, again, a player who needs to get things going as much as possible. And Hama draws a foul, and that's a 4th team foul now here on Falco Szombathely. And will be a baseline ball to the Queen. Kino Colom now is going to inbound this one. Colom now under 10 on the shot clock. Oh, it's a beautiful Kino Colom-esque trademark move. There's another three-pointer. And Shimola youngster, he can't get it. And now Brian Angola. It's an interesting backcourt they've got here. Well, Flionis gives up to Colom. Kino Colom pump fakes. Back to Flionis. Pulls up from the mid-range, takes from 15 feet. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. Well, they have Mavroidis out there, along with Ian Hama, but again, nobody going in for a second chance point for AEK. Fades away out of bounds, takes a tough one. Doesn't get it. Well, Kino Colom now has this one in transition. Kino Colom for a quick three-pointer. Well, he airballs it. Pass it right to Akos Keller, and right now, Akos Keller. Bit of force there is now Adam Shmoli here on the ball. in the lane. Alley. Oh my goodness gracious! The alley-oop with Akos Keller. Well, you gotta love this. Good night, Athens. Akos Keller is running Keller Airlines tonight.
Okay, Dimitris, and Ian in the corners. Nikos in the middle like we practice, ready for fist. Okay. Now, on offense, we will play set, execute well. What I want to, Angola bring the ball, bring Kino. Ian, set a good screen and go low gap. Dimitris, hey, we try to get the reject. To go 2 shots for Kino. Nikos is behind. Okay. If we don't.
You can see the rebounds now going in favor of the Hungarian team. Falco Szombathely. Well, complete total domination, but a lot of that is down to the fact that Ike just not going for many second chance points. Again, one thing that can help them get back in this game and play the style that they want to play is to really go after as many offensive rebounds as possible. Mavroidis along with Ian Hummer, but even the backcourt players, I mean, they have to do a lot more in this game. Well, another turnover right now, and it's just sloppy basketball at the moment. Well, just when you think Ike are going to get back in this game, this becomes a poor pass to play. It's only the 3rd turnover of the game, but again, they need to be much better if they want to get back in this one. Under the basket and gets another round one. Well, Tsila Benke, I mean, the zone defense needs to be way more aggressive here. The high 3-2 zone they're playing. Well, they got Hummer along with Dimitris Mavroidis at the back, and they're going with Brian Angola at the top with a 3-2 zone. But again, Falco Szombathely have no problem breaking it down, but they can't make the free throws. Well, it's an 8-point lead now to the visitors. With just over 4 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Golden now looking to cross over in and around, looking like someone to kick it out to, but the movement off the ball right now for Ike. Kalam in the lane, finds it, reverse layup, and Dimitris Mavroidis with a reverse layup. And that's much better. The penetration coming from Kino Kalam with a dish up to the veteran player. Like now trying to stay in the zone defense. And again, it's just broken down way too easily by Benedict Verratti. Well, it's interesting that Ike have decided to play this zone against a team that has shot the ball very well. But again, it's too easy right now as Kino Kalam steps back for 3-pointer. Doesn't get it, the tip in. Again, we talked about going in for those second chance points, and right there is exactly what's going to help Ike get back into this game. As Ian Hummer now, he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Ian Hummer, a player who has a lot of basketball Champions League experience, the American. He played for Tekshir Bandimir back in the 2019-20 regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Now, he did play his college basketball at Princeton, leaving in 2013. Well, his first professional contract was in Germany as he missed a second free throw. And again, the free throw shooting, again, has been very up and down from both of these two teams here. Keller now gets a handoff here. Well, Benedict Verratti does the alley-oop. Goodness gracious! One more time! It's that man, Akos Keller. Throw it down, Akos. Throw it down. That is LeBron James-esque on the alley-oop. There's a spin around. Hummer goes in with a hook shot, can't get it. Keller with a rebound. Now they can push this one under the basket, and it's a dunk fest right now, as it is the Falco Szombathely show. Well, Georgie Solomon throwing it down with authority. And at the moment, they're having the time of their lives out there. 12-point lead. Kino Kalam now finding Dimitris Mavroidis and drawing the foul. Well, we have a basketball game right now, ladies and gentlemen. But at the moment, Falco Szombathely, they want this game. Second free throw now. Cuts it out of a 10-point ball game. As Eric Griffin checks now, that's probably give them a little bit more versatility, excuse me, in the low block. As Griffin comes in for Dimitris Mavroidis and a full court pressure now coming from Ike. Falco Szombathely, they can break this one with ease. Sultan Pearl almost turned it over. They keep it alive now. And there's the pump fake. I think they're going to go a traveling violation. So with under 2 minutes to go, trailing by 10 points, Ike will get the ball back. And there's a crossover in the lane, draws a foul. And now Ian Hummer will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Ian Hummer, as we mentioned, a very experienced player, steps up and hits the first free throw here for Ike. Well, he went to Gonzaga College High School before going to the Ivy League University of Princeton. Also played for Avatar Saratov in the Russian VTB League. I think we got to play it down now, and I think the officials just want to make sure that Boris Barats there isn't too poorly injured. Well, there was a free throw missed again. Barach there didn't take care of the rebound and got locked up there with Eric Griffin, but hopefully he's okay. I think the official now has just spotted some kind of blood or something on Boris Barats there. So the official, Johan Rosso, doing his job rightfully so and saying to the player he needs to get out there. So Adam Shmoyi now comes back, because that's interesting. They brought in a guard here for a big player. I suppose as well, Ike have gone very small too. Angola makes the drive all the way with a fang roll, draws another foul. He'll go back to the free throw line. So Ike now just getting themselves back into this game with the free throws. That's a strong move going to the basket here by Brian Angola. Very aggressive, very unlucky not to come up with the and one, but again, he will go, can cut this game down now to a 7-point ball game. So far in this game now, Ike 9 for 14 from the free throw line. Now make that 10 for 15 due to Brian Angola. If they make those 5 missed free throws, it's a 3-point ball game. It's Brian Angola now having a very good game from the free throw line, but again, that hasn't replicated from the perimeter. A full court man-to-man pressure, just trying to slow this one down now for Falco Szombathely. Zoltan Pro now gives this one up. There is the Hail Mary three from downtown. Nails it. And right now, Falco Szombathely playing with a lot of confidence as they lead by 10 points with over a minute to go. As Angola spinning around in, and that's a beautiful move by Brian Angola. Muy guapo baloncesto. Oh, shaking and baking his way to the rim. And just trying to keep Ike in this game at the moment. In the lane, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. Kino Colomb comes up with it. And now Kino Colomb gives this one up. Pappas with the contact, and again he'll go back to the free throw line. Foul is on Marvin Clark, and again, much better from Ike. Well, it's actually a very good basketball game at the moment. These two teams just going at each other. Just when Falco Szombathely start to build some momentum, Ike just find a way to come back in it. Right now, that's from the free throw line, but we're gonna have a timeout now. So these two teams want to talk it over.
You go like a 5. You go like a 4. Okay, like a 1. So 2. Silly 3.
They can see the top scores right now. Benedict Verratti with 14 points, followed up by Attila Benke. Akos Keller. Keller airlines the flying Akos. The flying Keller. 9 points in this game so far. He has been phenomenal.
The second try to found Barrage. If not possible, I want with the dribbling flair to Zozo come back, go in the curl, finish or put the ball inside. Hey, last defense. Hey, last defense. Hey, finish. Yellow. We need one more stop. That's Aro. I'm good.
Well, it's going to be 2 free throws now here to Nikos Pappas. Nikos Pappas, as we mentioned, he's had a very decent game so far. I mean, he's only 1 for 3 from the field, but again, he has 4 rebounds. He makes a second free throw. It's now back to a 6-point ball game. That could have been a potential 2 for 1 possession there for Ike, and could potentially turn this into a 1-possession game. We'll have to do defensive, but a traveling violation. And Attila Benke turns it over. With 32.6 seconds left here to go in the second quarter. We can see Coach Dedas has made a very tactical change, as realizing with 32.6 seconds left, it's Kino Colomb time. Well, there's a handoff now. Pappas now trying to shake and bake. Nikos Pappas hanging in the air. And Nikos Pappas going to work. Cuts it out to a 4-point ball game. Well, now Falco Szombathely can get the last shot here. Zoltan Pro now trying to shake and bake. Pro now hangs in the air. Doesn't get it. Well, at the end of the first half, Ike were trailing by as many as 12 points. They cut it down to a 4-point ball game. Well, led by Nikos Pappas and Brian Angola getting to the free throw line this evening. Ike now are impressive, making the most of the free throws, just keeping them alive in this one. Remember, they must win here tonight in front of their fans. Depending how Vef Riga do against Nutrability Treviso. We're going to show you some stats and some highlights here from the first half. Well, Falco Szombathely very quiet from the perimeter in the second quarter. 5 for 11 from downtown. Well, Ike shooting 11 for 22 from within the rainbow and 13 for 18 from the free throw line. Well, Falco Szombathely only 1 made free throw so far. They are dominating the rebounds now. You can see that 26 to 18. And with 5 more assists for that matter. Well, Ike do have 4 steals, and we'll take a look now. Top scorers in this game. Nikos Pappas leading the way here for the Queen with 10. Well, Benedict Verratti and Silibet Benke lead for Falco Szombathely. Look at the highlights now here from the first half. Well, so far it's been the Akos Keller show right now. I mean, he is just going to work at the moment. And there's the tough move on the baseline by Griffin with the reverse leg. He thought he got fouled in that one. The officials were trying to let that one go. It's been that kind of evening. Of course, Nikos Papas just trying to be very aggressive. He's now the leading scorer so far with 10 points here for the Queen. And that was the shot. I mean, Benedict Verratti has been unbelievable so far. Griffin with the one-legged fadeaway off the backboard. It has been the Benedict Verratti show at the moment. I mean, he is simply cooking it up from downtown. Points. Again, was something that could get Ike back in this game. Stefanos Dennis there. Again, a very passionate coach. Step back by Papas. Trying to get things going. The turnover here. And Papas slowly got fouled here, but again, nothing was going to be called. Akos Keller again putting on a show this evening. I mean, it's been one play after the next for that man. Throws it down. And there's Brian Angola with the beautiful footwork in the post. I mean, Brian Angola going to work. And it was Nikos Papas one more time.
Just like a house on fire. Look at the rejection. Kaiser Gates, not in your house, he says. Terrific defense. Menko drives in. Oh, Attar says, not in my house. They had all the momentum, and all of a sudden, Galatasaray has the basketball back. Into Blackshear. Oh, are you kidding me? What a play for Blackshear. He goes to the line for a potential three-point play. First of all, the great catch and feeling the contact alertly. Makes the move to the basket. Look out, Palmer hits the runway! Throws it down!
Oh, and he's done it again! Justin Simon, he's having a ball! And now he's in double figures!
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half here of this Basketball Champions League fixture between AEK Athens and Falco Szombathely. Well, you can see the top scorer so far in this game is Benedict Verratti. He has 14 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's just been having a fantastic shooting night here, cooking it up from downtown. We're trailing by as many as 12 points, but they've been able to cut their way back in this game. They shot 13 for 18 from the free throw line. Very impressive stat. That just shows their ability to get to the basket. And again, players such as Brian Angola, Kino Colom, and Nikos Pappas to be able to draw that contact, get to the free throw line. Again, tempo is going to be very key here in the second half, just to see how these two teams come out. And again, I just wonder if I can possibly get the three-point shooting going. It could be a very different evening for them. And defensively, they're going to have to learn how to shut down Akos Keller and Benedict Verratti. We're just moments away here from the second half. Welcome back now as Falco Szombathely will have the first possession here of the second half. Zoltan Bell, he'll inbound the ball. And they now have the 12-point lead now cut down to 4 points. So down low, they throw the love pass. And the foul has been called, and the foul is going to be on Flionis. Well, Flionis there, again, it's very interesting. I mean, came across in the help side defense there, but again, there was always going to be a mismatch against Boris Barach there. Now, I did play a lot of zone in the first half, but you can see now they go into a man-to-man defense. Well, Verratti now gives us one up. Good ball move to get the three in the corner. Three is up, way off the mark, and the AC has been turned up in this arena as the air ball came flying down. Angola now back to Pappas. Pappas coming off one screen. Gives this one up now. Tries to back down the low block. Almost turns it over, and they do just that. And Zoltan Pearl comes up with it. And Zoltan Pearl now again playing in the backcourt. He is the top scorer for this Falco Szombathely team, but at the moment, a relatively quiet game from this evening, only 2 points down the middle. And I think he heard me as Zoltan Pearl goes straight to the basket with the Euro-Hungarian step. I think he was listening to every word I just said there as he now moves up to 4 points. Well, it's now back to a 6-point ball game as Brian Angola crosses over. Bit of contact, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. Again, Noe Frag falling up with an offensive rebound. Now trying to back down, goes into the basket, and they've called a foul this time. And the foul is going to be called on Ian Hummer, as Goleman will go back to the free throw line. Goleman's been very effective so far here this evening. Again, he's very much an energy player, as you can see. Has 5 rebounds so far, but kind of player you want to put on the defensive side against any big man here in the Basketball Champions League as he makes a second free throw. Falco Szombathely, excuse me, have a 8-point lead here against AEK. Golan now coming with one screen here with Ian Hummer. Leon still about taking the 3-pointer. Down to Hummer under the basket. Well, Hummer gets rejected. Great defense, and now here we got it in transition. Ken Golan keep it alive. Well, Gamble's on defense, and now the man down is Zoltan Pearl from downtown. And I think he is listening to me say he's had a quiet night this evening. Zoltan, that is a Pearl from downtown. Nails a 3-pointer. Like now, going to call timeout as they now trail this one by 11 points.
Guys, they cannot fall more than us. Hey, listen. Play big to big pick and roll, hey.
Falco Szombathely, you see with 13 assists to only 6 of AEK's. Again, that's just down to the fact that they're moving the ball very well, getting better looks.
Nikos and Angola in the corner. If nothing happens, move the ball and play corner pick and roll.
3 more turnovers for that matter. And again, the defense from AEK again has been good at times this evening, but again, they just fall asleep and they allow Falco Szombathely just to build too much momentum going forward. Like now find themselves trailing by 11 points, and again they're gonna have to work really hard and very smart to get back in this one. In the lane with a one-handed jam. Well, Griffin just took off down the lane, and Evharisto, no help side defense. Well, Griffin on the runway, and it was only one outcome. Well, it's now a 9-point ball game with under 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. Well, Griffin feeling the confidence from downtown. He gets fouled. And Eric Griffin now will go to the free throw line here for 3 shots. Well, Eric Griffin now. Well, there was a 3-pointer. Again, it was because Barach just landed in his area. Well, he started his professional career back in Italy before going to Puerto Rico and played for Guaras de Lara, the former big-time champions of Venezuela. Well, he spent a lot of his career playing in the likes of Israel. Also played in the NBL for the Adelaide 36ers. Well, a very experienced basketball player and a key addition this season for AEK that hopefully will try and get them further and much better this season here in the Basketball Champions League. Last year he was playing for Hapoel Be'er Sheva in the Israeli Winter League. He doesn't make the third free throw, but he does cut it down to a 7-point ball game. Well, there you can see Brian Angola just getting back on defense, but again he gets caught with a backdoor play. Well, it's just crediting how he sprinted back on defense, but Zoltan equals Papas. Papas now looking for the lob, but gives this one up to Angola. Leonis now, step back between the legs, doesn't get it. Well, here comes the dribble handoff now to give this one up. Well, Barach now trying to back down, draws a foul, and that's a third team foul now here on AEK. With 6:27 to go here in the third quarter. That's a strong move by Boris Barach. Very aggressive going to the basket, but again, will be a baseline ball now here to Falco Szombathely. Well, Well, now we're into 6 on the shot clock. We got to get something going to the basket. Verratti now, he's made a few tonight. Doesn't get it. Pappas now steps back, takes a three-pointer. Again, nobody going for an offensive rebound. Well, like now, again, struggling for answers at the moment. Just need that inspiration, somebody to come in and make a difference for them. Goes baseline now all the way, the reverse layup. Well, gets it to drop. And that's a beautiful move by Zoltan Pearl. The wraparound BEA, beautiful layup. It's back to 11-point ball game and another turnover. And now Falco Szombathely, they got numbers in transition. Reverse layup, the follow-up, and it's that man again. Zoltan Pearl, it's a 13-point lead now to Falco Szombathely. And you can see already Coach Stefanos Dedas quickly going to his depth and bringing Kino Colum back in. Brian Angola now looking to make a penetration all the way. Brian Angola gets the and one. And exactly what the doctor ordered. Well, a little bit of... Well, Georgi Goleman now goes to the bench. He now picks up his 4th personal foul. That could be key here for Reich. Well, Angola makes a 3-point play. Cuts it back down to a 10-point ball game. We're under 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still a bank here now on the ball. Looking to give this one to Zoltan Pearl. Keeps it alive. Oh no, they don't come up with it. Akos Keller, end of the shot clock. Doesn't get it. Griffin secures a rebound, and now Aiken pushes one. Transition finds Griffin. Griffin, bit of contact. And he'll go to the free throw line now. Well, like Athens are having a buffet right now here from the charity stripe. I mean, they are just getting to the free throw line. Well, so far they are 16 for 22 from the foul line. And again, if you make those 6 free throws, it's technically a 4-point ball game. Well, Eric Griffin, as you mentioned, last season doing it for Hapoel Be'er Sheva in the Israeli Winter League. This season now doing it for the Mighty Queen, the double-headed Eagle, DK Falos, the Mighty Ike, as they say here in this part of town, as he makes the first free throw. Well, 2 for 2 for the charity stripe. Cuts now to an 8-point ball game. Well, the problem that Coach Stefanos Dedas is having from his players, he needs them to take care of the basketball. And again, defensively, they got to shut down Falco Szombathely. And the low block goes in, doesn't get it. And now Brian Angola comes up with a loose ball. Angola pulls up for a quick 3. Brian Angola from downtown nails it. And all of a sudden, cut down to a 5-point ball game once again. And Falco Szombathely, they got a call timeout. Well, that is only Brian Angola's 3rd field goal of the night, and he has 14 points. Well, he is 3 for 11 this evening from the field. 7 for 8 from the free throw line.
Talk about this in the locker room. What will happen? Okay? We need reaction. No nervousness. I want patience. Offense. I play one. Play one, roll it to the end. Roll it to the end, precise. Wait the cut. Follow the cutter, 5 men, and play pick and roll. Get the arrow.
So Ike now putting on the full court pressure here against Falco Szombathely. Both teams here with 3 team fouls so far. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Zoltan Pearl heavily guided by Nikos Papas. Pearl now going to the basket, kicks this one out. Benedict Verratti, another three-pointer, doesn't get it. Griffin with a rebound now. Papas now with a bit of shake and bake. Finds Kino Kalam, doesn't get it. Well, jump ball's going to be called, and that's going to be Ike ball, I believe, because the Falco Szombathely had the first possession at the beginning of the third quarter. Well, Marvin Clark, they're unable to secure the ball. And Gola, quick catch and shoot, doesn't get it. The foul has been called on the rebound. Well, if that's on Boris Barach, I believe. Well, that's a 4th team foul for Falco Szombathely. So it's going to be baseline ball now to the DK Phalos, the double-headed eagle, the queen, Ivasalisa, as they better know as the Ike. Kina Colum now throwing it into Griffin. Colum now coming off one screen. Kino kicks out Griffin, big three, cuts it down to a 2-point ball game. And one more time, Ike find themselves back into it, but every time they get back in this one, Falco Szombathely somehow just build a little bit of breathing space between them and Ike. Variety now. The foul has been called, and that's a 4th team foul here on Ike. I believe they're going to call that one on Griffin. Well, another foul's been called, so it's going to be free throws. They're going to call this one on Nikos Papas. That was a silly foul, but it's a smart play by Boris Barach there. That's a very clever play. Clear foul there by Nikos Papas. So reach in with the right arm. So now Boris Barach, number 24, for Falco Szombathely, will shoot these free throws. For the Croatian, who used to play for Nymburk back in the 2017-18 regular season of the Basketball Champions League. Also playing for Zadar and Shibona. Well, he makes the second free throw. It's now a 3-point ball game with just under 3 minutes to go here. Well, Ike can one more time. They could tie this up with a 3-pointer. Colum now gives this one up down to Griffin. What has been the Griffin show here in the third quarter. Griffin pump fakes, goes up with it, doesn't get it, tips his own shot back in. Well, Eric Griffin right now is inspiring the Greeks to get back in this game. Glock now throws it down low. Great help side defense. Well, Brian Angola came over for what appeared was going to be a game of volleyball there, but didn't need to go for the block in the end. So we're over 2 minutes to go. They go back to Griffin. Griffin now, another fadeaway. Doesn't get it. Falco Szombathely come up with a rebound, and they throw it away. Well, Marvin Clark wanted a better pass, and he jumps into row A there in the VIP section. And look at the young fan there. Still up on his feet, tough as nails. Somebody give that fan, that young kid, give him a free season ticket. Marvin Clark diving over you, and you're still standing up. Well, that was the fadeaway from Eric Griffin. I mean, look at Marvin Clark here. Just desire trying to go after the basketball and ending up into the VIP section. Well, I think the fans want an unsportsman-like called on that one. Credit to the young fan there, still in his seat. That's what you come to the live games for. Kid of Colum now. Under 2 minutes to go here. Kicks this one out. Hummer, they can take the lead. Doesn't get it. Zoltan Pearl secures a rebound. Now he can push this one. Transition, hangs in the air, lays it up, and he gets down one. Well, he's going to go to the free throw line now to make a three-point play as Boris Barach is going to work. Well, that is what you call heart and desire. And look at the young fan, the superstar. He wants a traveling violation. I got to credit. Well, like basketball club, that young man should be a future defensive player for the Queen. You can see that, no fear whatsoever. Well, he makes a three-point play now. It's a 4-point lead here to Falco Szombathely. Well, Barach now goes up to 6 points. It's just over a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Papas now puts it behind his back, shakes and bakes. Foul is on the ground. It's a 15 foul, so Papas is going to go to the free throw line here now for 2 shots. Well, the foul is on Adam Shimoli. Papas makes the first free throw, and again, he was the top scorer in the first half for AEK with 10 points. He's been relatively quiet here in the second half. Well, cuts it down now to a 2-point ball game with just under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Well, Zoltan Pearl almost turns it over. Falco Szombathely to keep it alive. Few seconds left in the lane, reverse slam. Whoa! Kusanam! Yo, Esakat, as they would say. Thank you and good night from Szombathely. And then they nailed it. As AEK respond down the other end. Well, I can see this game going right down to the wire between these two teams. They both are just going at each other. Goes down the middle now. Zoltan Pearl hangs in the air, nails it smooth as you like. Beautiful play by Zoltan. Well, now 9 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock as Pearl now moves up to 15 points, but AEK probably will. Well, what a pass in the lane. That is beautiful pick and roll there between Ian Hummer and Nikos Papas. Evharisto going to the basket. I think they're going to call the 2 points there because I believe Griffin did touch the backboard on that one. Gets blocked. Well, Brian Angola thought he had a clear passageway. Great defensive play there by Sila Benke. As AEK now still trail by 4 points here to Falco Szombathely going into the fourth quarter. Oh, this is an exciting game here in the Basketball Champions League. There are the stats so far. Falco Szombathely only 1 3-point field goal here in the third quarter. AEK now hitting 2 with Brian Angola and Eric Griffin. Let's look at the highlights. Well, Falco Szombathely again is just not relinquishing the lead. Well, they only had 2 points at the beginning of the second half, but Zoltan Pearl has gone to work here in the third quarter. It has been the Zoltan Pearl show. Well, great scores, as they say. I mean, he is the top scorer for Falco Szombathely, but again, scorers, they can turn it on and off at any point in the game. Is Griffin just going to the basket, throwing it down with a bit of authority. Eric Griffin, my lord. Well, there was the reverse play there by Zoltan Pearl. And a quick three-point in transition by Brian Angola. That was only the second three-point field goal of the game here for Ike. Trying the isolation now. Zoltan Pearl. Pasa turns it over as Hummer comes up with a loose ball. Now he's going to turn up the gears here in transition. Kino Colum. Hummer with a one-handed jam. Throws it down. Ian Hummer transition. And Kali Nikta with a one-handed jam. Well, there's a pick and roll sequence. Great help side defense, but it's just not enough. Falco Szombathely will start it with Adam Shimoli. Finding Boris Barashid off the pick and roll. And again, you can see Eric Griffin just too slow to switch there and come over and help over. Back to a 4-point lead here. As Brian Angola almost lost his dribble there, but it will be sideline ball now. Nikos Pappas now gives it to Kino Colum from downtown, doesn't get it. Griffin comes up with a loose ball. Kino down the lane puts up a little teardrop off the backboard. He can't get it. And again, Griffin fighting for every offensive rebound. Angola for three, still can't get it. Hummer comes up with a loose ball. Kicks out Pappas, he'll try. Third time is not a charm. Another rebound. And this time, Brian Angola goes right near the basket. And that is 4 consecutive offensive rebounds by Ike. Well, could that come back to haunt Falco Szombathely? Zoltan Pearl now, good ball movement. They try another three-point. The three is in and out, can't get it. Well, very unlucky there by Sila Benke. It's Kino Colum, the magician, putting on some moves on the young Adam Shimoli. Well, Ike here with another chance here to tie the game up. We'll possibly take the lead now with 8:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. Falco Szombathely have been leading from the beginning, but look at the second chance points. 14 going in favor of the Queen. Well, Goleman now checks into the game as Zoltan Pearl. That's a very interesting change they're making because top scorer Kino thought about it, goes baseline, finds Griffin in the lane. Griffin goes up, and he gets fouled. Well, if that's on Goleman, I think he's fouled out. Well, Georgi Goleman only just got it back into the game, so now he's going to have to go to the bench, I believe. Well, Georgi Goleman was just subbed in for Zoltan Pearl. And now Akos Keller, who was probably one of the most exciting players in the first half, he comes back into the game. Well, these are big free throws now from Eric Griffin. Well, make these free throws. You can tie the game up. Well, he makes the first one. Again, we talked about the free throw shooting from Mike this evening. I mean, it's been very impressive to say the least. Well, 21 for 27 this evening so far as a team collectively. 77%. Well, can he tie the game up? Doesn't get it. And another turnover, I believe. So Marvin Clark now turns it over, and at the moment, Falco Szombathely just self-destructing. Well, this could be key now for Ike. Another chance here to take the lead one more time. Get the ball in bounds. Kino Kalamu's had a very tough game this evening. Unlike his last game, it's Vef Riga. Kino, big three. In and out, doesn't get it. And goes out of bounds, but again, Schmoli felt he got fouled, but you see Papa's trying to say that he knocked the ball off him, but the officials have pointed. Falco Szombathely ball. Well, now the officials just trying to say to Eric Griffin just to calm down, as him and Boris Barach now just getting very physical with each other. But this is what we want now. Fans in both teams want to see their players just go at it. Schmoli now avoids the double team in the lane, hangs in the air. No foul called. Well, could that prove to be costly here for Falco Szombathely? Papas, big three. And again, Brian Angola with another offensive rebound. And Ike just not having their evening this evening from the perimeter. Angola, another three. Again, they're going for it. Well, Ike just struggling from downtown, but yet relentlessly still going for perimeter shooting this evening. Well, Benke now has to give this one up. We're under 10 on the shot clock. Schmoli draws a blocking foul, and that's the first team foul here on Ike here in the fourth quarter. Well, Schmoli now checks out of the game. As now Benedict Verratti comes back in. That probably could help the perimeter shooting here for Falco Szombathely. Verratti now cross court. Will they try another three? The three is up, and it's good. And it is the Croatian, Boris Barach. Well, all over the Basketball Champions League, the Croatian players have been making a name, and right now it's Boris Barach here. He hits a huge three-pointer.
Guys, hey, listen to me. Hey, you play with over-enthusiasm in offense like we play against amazing team. It's a good team, it's nothing special. Fix the spacing. Fix the spacing. Yeah, we go offensive rebound, this is good. Kick out, don't hesitate, kick out the ball. If somebody's open. Hey, hey, let's play too fast now. Listen, hey, Kino, Nikos, too fast. Okay, Angola is here. Here is Griffin. Here is Hammer. Okay, listen, Kino, nothing happened. Hey, listen, move to the left. This is good pick
very
and roll
big
over
news just
here.
to hear right now is Vef Riga have one at the buzzer.
It's nothing. Second creation.
Vef Riga have one at the buzzer against Nutribilla Treviso. And that could have a very big outcome on how this game pans out. Well, Ike must win this game now. Well, it was a buzzer three-pointer. That did it for Ike. So in Group D at the moment, this could be huge. Well, Vef Riga now will move up to 2 and 3. Which also means if Falco Szombathely win this, they go top of the group here in Group D. So, again, the outcome will be pivotal for both these two teams. Arguing with the referee, I don't know why. It's Akos Keller lays it up. Well, Nikos Papas spent his time arguing with the referee. Meantime, Falco Szombathely just delightfully took that one in transition. We throw it down low now. Looking for a handoff. And another turnover. Attila Benke all the way. Lays it up, and it's back to an 8-point ball game. And after the timeout, AEK have self-destructed. A turnover from Nikos Papas, 2 back-to-back turnovers. And now they're really in need of some inspiration. It's Brian Angola. Guarded by Akos Keller. Goes to the basket, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. No foul called. And the AEK players need to be careful. They don't want to pick up a technical foul here. Well, this could be a key possession now. Still a Benke. They have an 8-point lead. They cross court. Well, he has struggled so far this evening. Doesn't get it. Well, this is where AEK need to be very patient and very calm here as Griffin now has the ball in his hands. Griffin now looking to isolate. Pulls up for a three-pointer. Got it! Oh, Eric Griffin trying to say to the fans, come on, stay in the game. Huge three-pointer by Eric Griffin from downtown. As you can hear the roar in this arena as Griffin now moves to 19 points. 5 minutes to go here in this game. And that is a Hail Mary 3 from downtown. They don't get it, and again, it's kind of how this game has gone. It's like a roller coaster. Falco Szombathely, they build a substantial lead, but again, they just allow AEK to get back in it. It's Papas in the lane. Papas takes a poor shot. No foul called one more time. And he is infuriated at the moment. I think he's bleeding actually as well from the gums. There's definitely no foul there. It's a little bit of contact, but definitely not enough. He drew a little bit of blood there on his top gun, but I'm not sure where that came from, probably from a previous play. Cut to the basket all the way, and it's too easy. No help side defense whatsoever. As Boris Barach there. Again, it's way basic basketball there. 7-point ball game at the moment. It's Brian Angola trying to make things happen. Looking to kick out. Angola now another three-pointer. Got to foul him. And again, a terrible defensive mistake there by Attila Benke. Well, diving into Brian Angola. Well, what was Benke thinking? So now Angola's going to go to the free throw line. And these are huge free throws now for AEK. Well, Angola has been phenomenal in this game so far from the free throw line. I mean, he has struggled from the perimeter for that matter. He has 18 points and only 5 of 17 from the field this evening. But again, he has been absolutely amazing from the free throw line. Well, maybe I jinxed him there. He's now 7 for 9 from the free throw line after that miss. He's got to make these 2 free throws now, cut it down to a 5-point ball game. Makes the second one. Plenty of time left in this game. Remember, AEK have only committed 1 team foul, so they can gamble a little bit going into the last 4 minutes of this game. Oh, he missed it. Well, could that prove to be costly for AEK? We will find out. It's now Falco Szombathely. Again, going to the basket. There's better help side defense. Zoltan Pro comes back in this one. And Pro now guarded by Eric Griffin. Double crossover in the lane. The alley-oop. Oh, he hits the rim. And the shot clock. They don't get it. Another offensive rebound. And that is why Falco Szombathely have been unbelievable in this game. And that could be a huge possession. Flianis now had the three-pointer. Flianis all the way. Nobody followed up. And he missed a layup. More and more, it's looking like it's not going to be AEK's evening tonight. That is now the second team foul. It's Flianis. 78-70 in favor of Falco Szombathely with 3:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, this is going to be key now. Just over 3 minutes ago. Cross-court pass, left wide open. Big three, doesn't get it. Got another offensive rebound. And this time Brian Angola comes up with it. Like now, under 3 minutes to go here. He's calling for a pick and roll. Keno Colom, big three. And that is how the evening's gone, but Griffin comes up. No foul call. This time they call it. So Eric Griffin now is going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Zach Oskela. And I believe the foul was cool because he tripped him over going to the basket. Well, these are huge free throws. Brian Angola missed his last 2. Could have cut it down to a 6-point ball game. And Zach Oskela fouls out of the game. Well, that could be big now for Falco Szombathely. Well, that is Goleman and Zach Oskela now both fouling out as Ian Hummer comes back into the game here. For AEK, and now can Eric Griffin hold his nerve? Well, he makes the first free throw. Oh, 7 rebounds today. I mean, it's been pivotal for him to go in for those offensive rebounds because he only averages, as you can see, that 2.8 rebounds per game. Look at the points. It's been a great game for him. 20 points so far this evening, but again, he only averages 8.3, so he'll hope that stat line's followed up here with a victory, but down by 6 now with 2:46 to go. This is where Falco Szombathely need to be smart with the basketball. Don't need to rush anything. There's the pick and roll play. Fakes the pass, kicks out. Zoltan Pearl fakes it, takes a 3-pointer. Way off the mark. And great help side defense by AEK. Angola step back, big 3. Oh, baby! Brian Angola cuts it to a 3-point ball game. And all of a sudden, Falco Szombathely called timeout. Just hear the roar in this arena. Falco Szombathely went up by as many as 9 points here a minute ago. Yet again, it goes like this in this game. I cut it back to 2 points, 3 points.
They can do more fouls, and you know what will happen in the defense.
Get back in it. It has been the Brian Angola show so far.
We need to move, we need to attack.
22 points, 6 for 18 from the field, 9 for 11 from the free throw line, and 3 rebounds away from a double-double.
First offense. Hey, hey, Jersey. Hey, guys, guys. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Well, Brian Angola really has been this evening, tonight. Well, here comes the full court pressure now from AEK. 2:13 to go here in the 4th quarter. Can Falco Szombathely hold on? If they win tonight, they will go top of Group D. And AEK must win to stay in the picture. Well, a foul has been committed. That's only the 3rd team foul here for AEK. Well, Brian Angola needs to calm down right now. Well, great job by the officials there just to step in, keep things under control. Remember, I can understand why Brian Angola must be frustrated, but again, he just needs to calm down and just play basketball at the moment. He's been fantastic this evening. The Colombian international. I mean, Brian Angola single-handedly, along with Eric Griffin, has got his team back in this game. Well, this is a big possession now for Falco Szombathely. Another foul's been called. I think they called out on Ian Hummer. Well, that's now the 4th team foul. So AEK now, any more fouls, and they'll send Falco Szombathely to the free throw line. Hopefully on this now. Heavily guarded Zoltan Pearl goes baseline. Pearl now in around, kicks it out. Big three. Oh, baby! From downtown, Benedict Verratti. Well, that is huge. Angola goes behind the back. Angola hangs in the air. Doesn't get it. Well, Brian Angola felt that he should have got the foul. Well, Benedict Verratti has been phenomenal this evening. And now Zoltan Pearl, he'll back down. Goes baseline. Stepped out of bounds, turned it over. Well, could that be key? Well, back to Kino Colom now, trailing by 6 points behind the back. Kino under the basket, finds Hummer, lays it up. And it's a 4-point ball game. Well, that is Kino Colom. Magic basketball there, finding Ian Hummer. Well, Falco Szombathely. Excuse me. Again, no need to rush this. Dribble it down, get fouled, get to the free throw line. Verratti now goes to the basket, kicks out. 6 on the shot clock. Verratti, one more time. Anavim Benedict Verratti. Well, my name is Benedict Verratti. That is unbelievable. Well, I need to see the replay of that three-pointer, because that could be officially good night, Athens.
Hey, listen, if we score, we play circles. Okay, keep playing. It's a lot of game. It's not easy, but it's not over. Okay, listen, we play. Hey, Angola, take the ball. We play drop for Eric. Drop for Eric. Hey, take the shot. Hey, after the drop spacing. Ian, if you get the ball, if you get the shot, go offensive rebound. Okay, Nikos, Kino, good spacing. Don't rush. Hey, if we score, I ask substitution. We organize circle. Score and circle. We got time, okay?
Well, they're going to go to the dribble handoff offense to try and get some open looks on the perimeter. And now with a minute to go here, they're down by 7 points. They got to make wonders happen. Well, this is going to be a key play now. Well, Brian Angola's got to be quick here because it's technically a 3-possession game at the moment. Griffin now, quick three-pointer. Nails it! Wow! This game's not over. That is a huge three-pointer by Eric Griffin. There's no need to foul, but they got to be smart on defense. Zoltan Pearl now. Well, Ike need to stop. That is a must. Well, Benedict Verratti now. Back-to-back 2 3-pointers under the basket. And that is a cold-blooded play there. Back to a 6-point ball game. And now Brian Angola's got to be quick here. In the lane, lays it up. White needs a foul. And there's the foul on Zoltan Pearl. These are going to be big free throws now here for Zoltan Pearl. Zoltan Pearl, the top scorer so far here this season for Falco Szombathely. He averages 16.3 points per game. He makes the first free throw. Well, Falco Szombathely, I mean, right now, the perfect time to step up and hit the shots. I mean, they have struggled from the free throw line this game. 6 for 11 so far this evening. Oh, he missed it. Well, Hummer now, he's gonna get the ball up the court. Hummer goes all the way, bit of contact, doesn't get it. The follow by Papas. Well, Papas now gets fouled. Well, if he can hit these 2 free throws, can cut it down to a 3-point ball game. Well, Hummer tried to make the contact, couldn't get it. Makes the first one. Oh, he missed the second one. And now we will say, Yo, Isakat, good night from Hungary, from the city of Szombathely. And that will be all she's wrote to this evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Falco Szombathely are going to go top of Group D this evening, because at the end of this one, they win it 89-83 against AEK. Falco Szombathely, a statement victory as they pull the double on AEK. Coach Stefanos Dedas and his team. That could very well be the end of the road here in the Basketball Champions League, as Vefriga won on the buzzer this evening against Nutrabil Treviso. Well, again, it was a phenomenal win here by the team from Hungary to come on the road. Zoltan Pearl finished with 18 points. Zila Benke with 15. Boris Barach with 15. And it was that kind of evening tonight. Akos Keller with 11. He had a very good first half. They will now move top of the group. Huge victory for them. Falco Szombathely now will move to 4-1. Nutrabil Treviso, they now move to 3-2. Vefriga 2-3. That could very well be a good night, but we will see how other games pan out next time in this group. Well, the Hungarians now at 9 for 23 from the 3-point line. AEK only 6 for 27, and that was the difference in this game for them. Well, the free throw shooting 25 for 35, 71%. You think about it. You make 6 more of those free throws. This game goes into OT, but the visitors dominate the rebounds 45-40. And with 8 more assists for that matter, it really was just there even tonight here in the Basketball Champions League. Benedict Verratti, a phenomenal shooting night from the perimeter. Give this man some credit, 6 for 9. Let's look at the highlights. Again, you got to ask yourself the question from Mike. I mean, some beautiful passage play of basketball, but in the end, they just couldn't play together, control the tempo. Zoltan Pearl only had 2 points in the first half. He had 16 in the second half. It really was his game this evening. As Ian Hummer there, you can see just finishing in transition with a one-handed jab. Great game, of course, for Brian Angola. There was a perimeter shooting in the fourth quarter from Benedict Verratti. And you can obviously see some Boris Barach as well. Well, the Croatian international. Nikos Papas, yeah, just gave up on the play there. Huge three-point by Griffin. He made a couple this evening. He made some big threes. And he shot 3 for 4 from the perimeter this evening, finishing off with 24 points. Again, it wasn't enough for AEK to come into this one. And it was a huge three-pointer. A variety there making the huge shots. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Falco Szombathely, never thought they would have seen that. One game away from finishing top of Group D here. And it will be very interesting. And I repeat, it will be very interesting to see how this pans out. But as it stands here, that could be it all over now for AEK. Well, it's been a very tough season for them. A lot of changes, of course. Again, just haven't been the kind of team that we would have expected before. Now, it is Kalinikta. Good night here from Greece.
Έμαθαν ότι η Τρεπίζο έχασε την εταιρεία και γι' αυτό θα είναι